Hi, I'm Justin and I'm back to make another cocktail this weekend. I wanted to do something a little different this weekend, so I'm going to be making an espresso martini, which I actually just tried one for the very first time. I don't believe it's something I've ever had before. So I've always been a little not sure if it was the drink for me, but I'm a really big coffee fan. So I thought I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do a little more of a desserty type drink. I know that's not a word, but so I thought I would try something different. So I went ahead and brewed some coffee and let it chill. This is espresso roast from Starbucks. I did not brew it with an espresso machine. I just brewed it with a coffee maker, but I make my coffee pretty strong. So we're gonna basically put everything together in the shaker here and then pour it into a chilled glass. So I am going to start with my vodka. Now I'm making a little more than the recipe said because this is how much it filled the glass, and I like a little fuller of a glass. So I'm gonna make a little more. So I'm gonna do 3 shots of vodka. I'm using Ketel One. You can always use your preferred. This is my standard for drinks. And so we got 3 shots of that. I'm going to do 3/4 of a shot of simple syrup. Gotta make it nice and sweet. All right. 3/4 of a shot of coffee liqueur. This is a coffee liqueur called Snaggletooth from Journeyman Distillery in Michigan. It's pretty good. They have pretty good whiskey too. I've used their rye recently in a drink. It's pretty good stuff. And then we've got our brewed coffee. So like I said, I just brewed regular coffee. It's pretty strong. Let it chill for a bit. And when I made this earlier, I went off of recipe and I added more to it. So I'm gonna add even more this time. So I'm gonna add 2.5 shots of the coffee. So I'm gonna start with 1.5 here. And it's really just your preference. If you don't want much of the coffee flavor, then don't do it. Now, I don't know if, I think part of it too for me when I was making it is mine wasn't as dark as the pictures, but maybe because I wasn't using Kahlua. That was what a lot of the recipes called for, which is just a coffee liqueur. So, all right. So I'm gonna shake all this until it's nice and icy. And there's a lot in here, so I'm gonna top off my other glass. All right, so a little bit about the drink. There's not a ton to say about this drink. I mean, it's an espresso martini. It's not like a true martini according to Wikipedia because it doesn't have gin or vermouth in it. But I mean, I drink vodka martinis and there's vodka in this. But anyways, it says it's not a true martini, but according to Wikipedia, in the late 80s, a girl walked into a bar in London, said she wanted a drink that would wake her up and then F her up. And this is what they came up with. Supposedly there was like a coffee maker nearby, so they thought to put this together. So who knows if that's true, but people say it is. There we go, a nice fill there. Still lighter than the picture, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna top this one off. All right, so I'm gonna top it off with a few coffee beans. Went into Starbucks today to get my drink. And I was like, hey, can I get some coffee beans? And they filled me up a little cup with just coffee beans. I told them what I was doing. So anyway, so we got our espresso martini here. It looks super classy. And it looks like a good drink if you're like kind of tired and you don't want to do Red Bull before you go out. Like this might be a good drink instead. So let's see. So like I said earlier, when I first made this drink, I did it with less coffee. Added a little bit after I'd already shaken it. Definitely a lot better for me with the coffee flavor because I really like that nice coffee taste to it. So this is a really good one. So if you like coffee and a little bit more of a sweeter drink, a little bit more desserty type drink, this is a good one for you. So let me know if you've ever tried this before or if you ever think of other drinks. Espresso martini, have a nice weekend.